The importance of debt management within your business. Follow my video and I'll explain more. I'm Michael, founder of MDH, and our mission is to help small business owners exactly like you. So please click the bell and subscribe to be notified every time we produce our best pieces of content, but more so we can get our message out there to help other business owners exactly like you. Do you ever feel buried within your business with the debts and loans that are kicking around? Are you struggling with these debts and these loans within your business, or are you riding on the wave of your financial success? Follow my video and I'll explain more. So what is debt within your business? Debt is anyone that you actually owe money to. So debt could be an overdraft within your bank account. It could be a credit card, it could be your suppliers, and it could be good old-fashioned bank loans and mortgages. All of these combined are debt within your business, and they need to be managed properly and they need to be managed with care, because otherwise you could end up with problems if they're not managed properly. Now with each of these, you've got to be really careful is what are the payment terms. Now the payment terms for a supplier are dead easy. They're going to give you 10, 15, 20, 35, 60 days. Whatever you negotiate, it's going to be clear, it's going to be on their invoice, and you either pay it on time or you don't. It is very clear. Now when you're looking at a mortgage for your business, because you bought a commercial property, that's going to be very clear as well. You could have your mortgage for anywhere between 15 and 25 years, and you know that you've got to pay off a certain amount per month until it's paid off. And cyclically, every now and then, you lock into a mortgage rate to make sure that you fix it for anywhere between 2, 5, but sometimes up to 10 years. Now that's easy to manage. If you've got a 10-year fixed mortgage, which I did for our business here at MDH, I know for the next 10 years, my interest is going to be this, the monthly payment is this. There's no doubt this is it. And the same that you get for a business loan as well. If you go and get a growth loan, which could be 25, 50, 100, 500,000, you're going to get a loan agreement from either an angel investor or a bank or a second tier bank, and they're going to say the interest is this, the monthly payments is this, bang, I know exactly what my repayments are. Now things where you can easily get caught out by is business overdrafts. Now they're very handy, and sometimes all businesses dip into their overdraft because they just need it, and that's okay. But what you've got to be careful of, business overdrafts are only temporary. And if you've got a 50 grand or 20 grand bank overdraft and you're constantly there, they're only a temporary measure. The bank can pull them like that. So your 20 or 50 grand that you're relying on because you're constantly at that limit, they could pull that in a heartbeat. So you've got to be really careful when you're managing business overdrafts that it could go in a flash. And the same goes with credit cards too. Credit cards, unless you get a fixed balance transfer rate, are ridiculously expensive. It's one of the most expensive forms of loans that you can ever get if there's constantly balances on your credit card. But credit cards are also one of the best ways of managing debt too, because if you're spending roughly 5 grand a month on a credit card, you're getting 5 grand interest free for 30 days. Now that's cool because that helps with your working capital and it's free. But when you're looking at managing this debt, make sure you don't get caught into the credit card trap, because you may need to look at refinancing, because otherwise you are getting absolutely screwed for a higher interest rate. Now one of the downsides is if you're paying late. If you're paying late and you're missing stuff, this is going to correct your credit file. And if you have a look at one of my previous videos, which is about credit checks, people can look at how well people think your business is, and they will give you a grading. And it may sound quite coarse, it may sound quite almost intrusive, but Experian, Credit Safe and various credit rating agencies will rate you, and they'll get various bits of information. So if you defaulted on a bank payment, that shows up on your credit file. If you've missed a bank loan payment, that shows up on your credit file. If you've got a CCJ, which is going through from a supplier who are not happy with you because you owe them money and you haven't paid it, that could go against your credit file. And your credit file is something that everyone looks at from a finance point of view, supplier point of view. Loads of people look at it more than you give it credit. So what you want to make sure is that if you are missing payment terms, you're late, ultimately the worst that could happen is you get a winding up order where they close your company down. That's the worst case scenario. But if not, you've got all these black marks against your credit file. And that basically tells other people that are looking at you that you're rubbish. And that tells other people that you are not managing your business well. Now, who wants that? If you could just tidy up your systems and your processes and get it in order, and I'm not talking spend eons on this, I'm talking about just well managed day by day, then you would improve your credit file. Because 1 or 2 bad hits on it has a massive effect. Because if you're looking for finance in the future, or if you're looking for supplier credit, they are less likely to give it to you. So if you're used to paying suppliers after 20 days, could you agree payment terms with them of 30 and 45? Because if you could double the amount of days that you've got before you actually pay your suppliers, you can basically take your trade creditors figures, which could be anywhere from 10 to £1 million, and you're going to get that as free finance. Now, in the current market we're at the minute, business loans are damned expensive. Some even decent businesses are paying plus 10%. Some are even paying 20%. So if you got that as a monthly saving on that trade credit balance, that could be anywhere between 50 and £250,000, how much more fluid would your business be? So look at how do you actually get better deals with your suppliers without taking the biscuit, without annoying them, without upsetting them, because that is basically extra free money that you can get that can help build your business to a lot better level. I think it's a massive opportunity. When I was growing up, we were told debt is bad. Look, Michael, if you can't afford it, well, you haven't got the physical cash, don't buy it. I think that's great advice personally, but if you're looking at a business, finance gets you there quicker. So when you're looking at finance, it's neither good, it's neither bad, it depends how it's used. Now, if you're using finance and debt to help accelerate your business, happy days. So if you're in manufacturing or you may be in construction and you've got plant that can help you do the job quicker, it may even get you new ranges of business, why wouldn't you want to invest in it? Because if you're getting asset finance on this asset, and this asset could help achieve 10 grand a month in income, say costs of 50%, 5 grand a month, but it costs you £1,000 in monthly repayments, you'd be mad not to do it. Because if you could guarantee by getting that asset and getting that finance, you're going to earn another 4 grand a month after all costs, happy days, where do I sign up? So debt is neither good or it's neither bad. Debt is bad is if you're spending it because you're living a lifestyle that's more in excess of your profits. Debt is bad if you're spending it and wasting it on personal stuff. But if you're getting debt within your business, you're buying commercial property, you're buying assets, it may even just be for growth capital where you're getting extra team members, you're getting extra kit, whatever. I always think that's good if it's well managed. So debt is neither good, debt is neither bad. So there's a lot of people that are really proud that they bootstrap their company. Good luck to them, well done. But debt can sometimes get you there significantly quicker. Because who wants to be the slow plodding tortoise? You want to be the hare that's cruising along, but making sure you don't fall asleep underneath that tree. So one of the services we've got into a lot recently is actually doing credit checks for businesses, for our own businesses. And for our main trading businesses, we're looking at doing basically credit repairs every year. Each year we look at their current credit, look to do a repair to how we improve it, and that normally lasts 12 months. And if you're doing this on an annual cycle, you can then look to basically ultimately get to a grade A rating, 100 out of 100, but you can also look to see how much extra supplier credit could be available if they're following the same credit broker. So I think it's a really neat product if you look at this every single year, because the better you look to the public, the more they will trust you and the more basically opportunities that will be there for you. So make sure that you know exactly what your credit file is for your business and how you improve that year on year. Now I hope this video has been of interest, and if I can help in any way, shape or form, please click the discovery call below. I promise I'll look on board to take on board any questions that you have, and I promise there'll be no pushy sales pitch. Now we also have a range of webinars that are designed for small business owners exactly like you. So our main one is our business growth program. This is going from surviving to thriving, and this is looking to how you scale your business upwards in layman's terms, in a way that you can then implement this within your business. We also have other ones like Exit Planning 101, where the clue's in the name, where you're looking to get the most amount of money out of your business as possible so you can do what you want, when you want, without any fear of money. We also have some other ad hoc ones as well, just to provide as much value as we can. Please click the link below. We'd love to see you on one of our webinars.